In this episode of Capital Compass Case Study, we break down Notion's unique fundraising journey, from saying no to early venture capital to raising at almost 10 billion valuation with just 40 plus employees. Learn how the product-led growth, a loyal community, and capital discipline turned Notion into one of the most respected names in technology. This is a case study episode wherein we share with you how Notion became a $10 billion SaaS giant without really playing the VC game at first. We are diving into how Notion built a cult-like following, scaled globally, and became a $10 billion brand by doing things a little differently. This is the anti-hype startup story founders need to hear. Let's take you back to the early days when no one was paying attention. Notion started in 2013 in San Francisco, but things didn't go smoothly in the beginning. By 2015, the product had stalled, the company nearly shut down. So the founders, that is Ivan Zhao and Simon Loss, did something bold. They cut the team to just 2 people and moved to Japan to rebuild the product from scratch. The key takeaway out here is that sometimes survival comes from cutting deep and building quietly, not just chasing capital or headlines. Now let's take you to product breakthrough, a product that was designed for obsession. Notion relaunched in 2018 with clean modular interface that combined notes, database, wikis, and collaboration. Users loved it and told their friends about it. This was product-led growth in action. There was no sales team, there were no paid ads, just a great product and a fast-growing community. Here, and we'd like to share with you a quote by Ivan Zhao, wherein he said that we focused on the product and let our users be our megaphone. And finally, we come to the VC curveball, turning down the money. Notion did something rare. They turned down VC money early on. In fact, they raised only $2 million in seed funding and stayed lean for years. This gave them full product control, no pressure to grow before they were ready, time to build a community, and then they only raised when they had leverage. Coming to raising on their own terms. Now in 2020, Notion finally raised $50 million at a $2 billion valuation, and then by 2021, they raised again $275 million at a $10 billion valuation. They reached unicorn status with just 42 employees and insane revenue to headcount ratio. They raised with investors like Index Ventures, First Round Capital, Sequoia, Basin Partners, and more. Now, this brings us to the strategic leverage. Notion's capital strategy was simple: delay funding until they could set their own terms. This gave them control, better valuation, and the ability to choose strategic investors who could help expand into new markets. They used the funding to localize into multiple languages, expand across enterprise segments, and acquire companies like Automate for integrations. So as a founder, what can you learn from this? Now, Notion Path flips the usual script. Don't raise because you're supposed to. Raise only when you have leverage. Prioritize product and users. The fundraising follows. Small teams can do big things when they're focused. The final takeaway from Notion's case study would be that you don't need to raise early, fast, or often to win. Notion scaled with discipline, community, and patience, and now they're rewriting the SaaS playbook. This is the Capital Compass series, and new episodes drop in every few days, so stay tuned in for more. If you're raising, do share your pitch deck at pallavicycle.com/submit pitch deck for potential support, feedback, and review.